Now, this boy, 10 years old boy, right? Me and this boy, this side said, apparently, these are the boys that the Tinubu government arrested, that they were flying Russian flag. All these children where you see like this now, they go prison because they could not secure bail for them. They are going to the prison now. They could not secure bail for them. Now the question is this: what does this boy know about flag? This boy does not even have a flag. So you are charging all these kids for treason.
So we all know that the very dark man, after the issue he had with the police, when his friend, the co-payer, told us, alerted the netizens that, hey, this guy came and searched the very dark man's house, and from searching his house, they took him back, and he was going to sleep, in the cell that night, and the next day he'll be charged to court. So it was in the process of him staying in the cell that he discovered that these guys, these little boys, teenagers, children and teenagers were in the cell as well, right? So, and he inquired, and they now told him that, hey, it was because of, if you remember, so people in the north back then, they were hoisting the Russia's flag, so you can see it on the screen. And of course, they also said why they want the intervention of Russia and Putin to take over and all that, because the IMF capitalists, whereas Russia, and they are the ones like siphoning and taking away the raw materials, making us poorer, whereas that was the rationale behind that, whereas Russia is a communist country. I mean, it was just because something happened that they came out. And that, my shock is that the guy that actually explained it on video. And are you saying that our DSS cannot track these people down? Rather, they went and took, because yes, we all know in this country, it's not a conspiracy theory, that whenever something happens, they not always front these amajiris, who don't even live in houses. So they just use them and cause some very funny day. In fact, there was a company, I think it was a telecommunication company, how they destroyed the place, looted the place and all that. So that's understandable. But then again, these people are there. It's possible that our DSS could do an underground job and get to the main people who brought out those flags, who were sewing those flags, who gave those flags to these minors. You understand? They're making caricature of the whole thing, because these are just people they are using, to front whatever they are doing. Let's hear one of them. Let's hear, I still remember. Let me bring that video.
And remove this whole subsidy. We are looking for help from Russia.
Russia is communist. The West and the IMF, they are capitalists. They are actually exploiting our resources. Our leaders have been their puppets, and we cannot take it anymore.
So these were the real adults, do you understand, championing these things and using these amajiris, to make up their numbers. And I think they should be tracked down, okay? So having said that, let's see what the Federal Government Council said. That was the rationale behind locking these people for more than 93 days.
All of them are adults. Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. Imagine.
Guys, it was just funny how this man was busy lying in the presence of his maybe junior colleagues or people working in his chamber, because you could see them, they couldn't even help but to just laugh. It's so bad. Let's hear what police boss had to say.
Once you are more than 7, you can be charged to court. The only thing is that you need to follow certain procedures to do that. But none of them is less than 7. I think the youngest should be 13. The fact that you are a 13-year-old doesn't mean you cannot be charged to court. So anybody, even in the children and young persons act, they can still charge you to court because you are 13-year-old. You can go to court. So we have charged them to court for this. On behalf of the federal government of Nigeria, the police has taken the bull by the horn, because these are those who actually are leveraged on the end bad governance protests They hijacked the protest, and they are so violent. They are the people that are flying Russian flags and many foreign flags.
Wow. So we all heard the police boss defending the police for holding these people. He said the youngest is 13, but we saw one saying that he's 10. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer by profession. I'm just a media person. Maybe it is right to, put somebody in a correctional this without charging the person after 93 days. And then even the bail conditions are just outrageous. 10 million, this person, that person, civil service. Some of these people are marginaries. Are we saying that what they did is right? Absolutely no. But were they even the ones doing it? Somebody would have given them flag to, hoist and all that. But get the real people and not, do this type of thing with minors. That's just the agitation. Well, let's see the bail conditions. I think the VerydarkMan, talked about it. Let's bring him on.
They said each of those minors will pay 10 million naira each, 2 shorties each. Each one should be a civil servant, and the other one should be a family member, i.e. parent or siblings. The civil servant should produce employment letter, last promotion letter, 2 passport and valid ID of any means.
See the people that are going to provide 10 million. From where? Like, even if they sell their parents, sell everything they have. This one is hard bail. Like, bail condition is something else. They bring a civil servant. Some of them say with their lineage, nobody has worked in a government office or anything like that. It took me time to do this video because it's somehow I feel it shows the insensitivity of the government and maybe the lack of wherewithal as regards security agencies. Because tell me why you guys cannot track down these human beings, these adults. I can see these grown adults just fielding these children because they say then let us do it so that Putin will begin to rule Nigeria and they will use their language to convince those children. Those children will just join them. I remember Amajuris, they are just all over the place. So they will just join them in moving. And then here they are, being accused of treasonable offense. And just look at them. So you see, people actually use them to do certain things that we must agree with. These people you're seeing on this screen, they are eligible voters. They vote. They are meant to. They will just put their thumbs there and say they are 15, 16, 18, 20. These are the people. So how do we cope this problem? Because it's a complex one. Believe me. Forget that we are screaming, we are shouting. Their children. It's a complex problem. It is the wickedness of man to man. But then again, the Nigerian government should do better. And when people protest and people just ignore them and leave them, let them just be shouting, it is because it's biting them. And this time around, it is biting so hard that even the people that voted for this, president are almost screaming. They don't know whether to talk or to shut their mouths. So I just don't understand. At some point, I'm like, God, can somebody say it is wrong to be born in Nigeria? Absolutely no, because he knew we'll be here. But then again, let's do right. So I have said my own. I want you to go to the comment section, say what you think. Would you think the federal government is right by locking these children up? Do you think the bail conditions are something they can actually afford? Do you even think that the adults who started off this hoisting of the Russian flag cannot be tracked down by the Nigerian security agencies while they let go of these people who don't even know their left from their right? Go to the comment section and drop your comment. Tell me what you think. Maybe I'm not also right, but just tell me what you think. And until I come your way next time, I want to say bye for now. Ciao.
And he has met all the bail condition. It's time for me to give them 3 toto. Jimo, give them the music. He good. This is VerydarkMan as he arrives court this morning. The police have brought him to court and is going to be granted bail. I don't see any reason why